Welcome to Catch Me If You Can on World Radio WMET 1160 and online at WMET1160.com. Catch Me If You Can is the dating show that cuts to the chase. Here are your hosts, Janine Driver and Ritchie Olivieri.
Hello, Ritchie.
Janine, an honor and a pleasure. You are looking exquisite, as you do every week, with a big glowing smile on. How are you today? How was your weekend so far?
Too, and I know your allergies are kicking in a little bit. So
what, can you hear it? I'm glad you brought attention to that, because I was hoping to just get past it.
Well, I'm just saying you're in great spirits, and I'm glad that you're here.
I'm having a great time. In fact, if you don't mind, before we actually get going and start the show, I want to start with an announcement.
Bring it on.
My sister is the new proud mother of a little baby girl on March 29th.
Oh, congratulations.
So she'll be happy to know that little Samantha. Thank you. And if I went home without making that announcement, boy, there would be hell to pay. So
Baby
I'm glad I got that out of the way. Baby
and now
Samantha.
Is that a family name or?
I don't know where she got that from.
Maybe
the back of a fortune cookie or something. I don't know exactly where she got it, but
yes, you're gonna know tonight when she calls you after you're in the show.
That's right.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great. Now, is she married or is this out of wedlock?
What do you? I got a classy family. My sister is married.
Well, aren't you from New Jersey, though?
Yeah, all right, good point. Touche.
I'm just saying, 50% of the people there, probably get knocked up before they walk down the aisle. I don't know. Should I not slam Jersey? Do we have a big following in Jersey?
Yeah, actually, we do. I got a lot of people who listen online from New Jersey.
I want to shout out.
And you could also listen online, too, if you want, at www.WMET1160.com.
I love Jersey. I lived in New York City for a little while, and I am a Jersey fan. So for those of you listening who are very sad because I slammed you and you knocked up women.
Well, you're from Boston, and that's to be expected.
It's my job. It's what I do.
Right.
I got to make fun of other cities. So, but I'm glad that you're here, and also for the listeners, our sexy intern, Liat, is also here.
Yes, I came.
Glad that you're here today.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be excited to chat with you a little bit about the single scene, since you're the only single person here.
Yes, representing, of course.
Beautiful. And today, our topic, as you both know, Ritchie and Liat, are compatibility in partners in dating. Are you attracted to members of the opposite sex that clash with your personality? That's the question. Are you, Ritchie?
What's that?
Are you attracted to people who clash with your personality?
No, I like people who can keep pace with me, who are funny, smart, sexy, all the things that I happen to be.
Right.
So,
Stuff like you just basically describe Liat and myself.
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
And today's guest, which will be Wanda Pease, a
Who's
personality
gorgeous.
expert. Yes, and she'll be joining with us after the next commercial break. But we're so happy that you guys are listening in, and I want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the scene here, Liat.
The dating scene. Wow, DC, actually right now it's springtime, dating scene is in high season. I actually attended an event not so long ago. It was at a language center, and it was basically an open house for the language center, and a bunch of singles came. Not only singles, a few here and there couples, but the majority of the people were singles, and you came and you tried out a few lessons in different languages, and it was...
What do you mean? What's that mean, though? You tried out a few lessons?
Well, actually, they set up 10 different rooms, and each room had a different... basically an introduction to a different language.
Okay.
So you can actually choose which language you wanted to go to, and after, of course, there was wine and cheese for everyone to mingle. So.
And were people single?
The majority of the people, yeah.
All right, cool. And now, did you meet someone while you were there?
I always meet someone when I'm there.
Look at this. Look at this.
We've got
I got to start hanging out with this girl, right? Everywhere she goes, she gets lucky. Look at her.
I think it's the wine at the end of the
You bet it is. I think it's the cheese, but...
I don't know. I don't know about that, either of those. So now, did you hook up, did you get lucky, or you just met someone?
No, I didn't get lucky.
Well, come on. This is a dating show that cuts to the chase, Ritchie. As you know, you are listening to Catch Me If You Can. If you want to give us a call in at any time during today's program, the number is 866-369-1160. You can also visit us on the website, which is www.trytocatchme.com. Oh, yeah, try to catch me at trytocatchme.com.
And we do have a question that was posed. Did you or did you not indeed get lucky that night?
That is.
Do I have to answer that?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Of course you do. Are you kidding me? Janine, open the door, because if she don't answer it, she's heading right out.
No, in all honesty, I didn't get lucky. No.
Well, I'm the lion
What's with
tamer,
the
and I can
winking?
tell
Why are
if
you
you're
winking
lying.
at me?
Yeah.
Not yet, huh?
Right.
And was that, you probably broke a lot of hearts that night then. You disappointed a lot of guys, I'm sure.
I don't know. Back to the cheese. I don't know.
Yeah. You know what a turn on cheese is, right?
No, what's a turn on cheese?
a turn on.
Oh, okay. You lost me there. That was that Jersey accent.
I'm having a different conversation over here.
Well, I don't. Today's topic is personality, so we're going to be talking about this Myers-Briggs. I don't know if you're familiar with Myers-Briggs, what Myers-Briggs is, but it's a personality. I'll tell you what I know. It's a personality type indicator. There's a whole bunch of different letters that total up to 4 different letters, and I think that there's like two different letters for each one. I know I've taken it before. I'm an ENFP. Have you taken it? I don't know. We're going to have to ask
what's an ENFP?
We'll have to ask Wanda Pease when she gets here, our personality expert. But I know E is extrovert, right? There's obvious for me, right? For about me.
I found most women to be POAs, if you know what I mean by that.
I don't know what a POA is.
Pain in the...
Oh! Where's the drum roll when you need it? Richie, you're killing me here. All right, so no, I'm an ENFP, but I will tell you this. I know it's extroverted. I don't know what all the rest of the letters are. I know that there's a rumor that extroverted and introverted, it means certain things. Like you think that shy people, wouldn't you think shy people are introverted? Like I'd say you were kind of introverted.
Me?
Yeah. But I don't think you really are because you're kind of party girl USA.
Different sides of me show up at different times.
Oh, delicious. Whoa. What side are we seeing today?
My radio side. But why would someone take this personality test?
Well, I took it actually with regard to work. So I took it for a work function, and they separated us into groups. Like all the E's went in one section, and we talked about how you process information. Mm-hmm. I think it's great, definitely for dating, and I'm sure our expert will chat about that because what happens if I'm an extrovert and you're an introvert? How do we go about having a successful date? You know what I mean?
Right.
So we'll have to explore that. I will tell you ENFPs. I'll compare you. I'll tell you who I'm compared to, okay? Mm-hmm. Robin Williams, ENFP. Jack Black, the actor, ENFP. Katie Holmes, Louis Black. He's a stand-up comedian. He's great. I love him. Big, huge fan.
Louis Black. Oh, yeah. Louis Black is hilarious.
Yeah, he's
one of my favorite comedians.
Comedy Central, quite a bit. So, and then in the next hour, we'll explore dating personality dynamics. We'll identify the differences on how you and your partner process your life. And we'll discover what style of behavior is the most suitable on a first date.
I bet you it would differ than what I would think would be acceptable on a first date, right?
Yeah,
I'm going to learn something here today, right?
I'm interested because some first dates I've been on have been successful and some not so much. So
it's not going to be wine and cheese on my list for a first date.
It's not, Ritchie.
No, it's going to be a Bruce Willis movie and a case of beer.
You're funny. Well, today's guest is going to be personality expert Wanda Pease, and I'm excited for her to be here. I actually also found some information. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at this, but I came across something that they've compared dating and personalities to dogs. And they said, well, in this article that that what you want in a dog is what you actually want in a human being.
Yeah, I want a woman with a collar and a leash on who's a little on the hairy side. So yeah, I agree. They should be like dogs.
I think that you've really taken that to a whole other place there, Ritchie, my friend.
I have.
So no, I want to share with you just what makes a good dog. Okay, let's chat about what makes a good dog, and we'll see if Wanda agrees that personality in dogs and humans are the same. Sociability. Owners want a friendly dog that enjoys socializing. Right, that's true. Cooperative and empathy. Now, you're seeing where this ties in with human beings, right? So cooperative, they're empathetic dogs. You want like a friendly dog. You want this sociable dog. You want this dog that has some empathy. You know, it's friendly. A confident dog. I don't really know. I have a dog, a Jack Russell Terrier. It's not like I go home and say, Hamilton, pick up your level of confidence here. You're out.
But you know something though. But animals do walk around with definitely an air of confidence.
Right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying. So yeah, a dog can be confident. Any animal can be confident. Actually, do you ever see a dog just kind of like lounging around, being lazy? You could tell it's not a confident animal.
Right. You're right. I would call that my husband, not necessarily a dog, but
it's also the unconditional love, no?
Yeah, well, who knows? But one thing that's important with me with a dog, and it's on this list, is playfulness. And for me, I don't know if it's the extrovert in me or what, but I need playfulness, people.
And Janine, don't forget, there's a little something for our ladies out there. If you girls would like to know why us guys always make plans at the last minute, then today is the show you do not want to miss. We have a great show in store for you. We got today's guest, personality expert Wanda Pease. I'm Ritchie Olivieri, along with Janine Driver. You're listening to Catch Me If You Can on World Radio, WMET 1160.
See you in a minute.
It's a jungle out there with a lot of lion going on.
I'm Janine Driver, the lion tamer. My seminar teaches you to observe body language to ferret out the lies. For instance, a customer may say,
I'll get back to you the moment I get into the office tomorrow.
If you observe his body language, you'll know he's really saying,
I'll get back to you when the first pig is seen flying.
Your ears may hear,
Call me this afternoon to make an appointment.
But your eyes may hear,
This afternoon I'll be on a jet to Pango. Let the lion tamer teach teach your employees how to survive all the lion that goes on in the jungle. This is a fun, fast-paced training experience that Tony Snow from Fox News calls a force of nature. Jay Schulman from Builder's First Choice says The Lion Tamer is better than American Idol. Increase sales, motivate your employees, and learn skills you can use in business and your private life.
You're the kind of woman I'd like to get to know better. You're the kind of chick I'd like to take to a motel for a few hours.
Visit online at liontamer.com. That's LYIN tamer.com.
I'll show you how to tame that lion.
The following is an urgent message for all inventors. Who cashed in on your last great idea? Do you have another invention? Do you need a patent? Then you need Invent Tech.
Everyone laughed at my pot that cooked and drained pasta. If I had the patent, I'd be rich.
Snap your fingers, turn on the light. That was my idea, but I never thought to get a patent.
Don't let this happen to you. You may have a great idea, but unless you protect it, anyone can take it and keep the profits. That's why you need to call InventTech now. We'll send you a free inventor's kit, and you'll receive our free video or DVD with your confidential submission. Call 1-800-326-5757.
Cleaning with citrus was my little secret. I never patented it. Boy, was that dumb.
Don't let someone else cash in on your great idea. Call InventTech now for a free inventor's kit. Call 1-800-326-5757. Call 1-800-326-5757.
Every day, the chances of becoming a victim of mercury poisoning increase. Mercury poisoning may cause neurological damage that impairs learning, vision, and memory. And mercury itself has become part of our everyday lives, absorbed by certain fish, taken into our bodies, and passed on to our children like a common cold. But you can stop this. Log on to earthshare.org and find out how. A public service message brought to you by Earthshare and the Ad Council.
I tell you what, it's Grease Mania here at WMET. Saturday from 4 to 8 p.m. and Sunday 10 a.m. till noon. It's more of me, the king of Hobbledoogie. Yeah, if you missed anything during the week, catch up on it on the weekend. All the topicality, the bits, the zesty phone calls, it's all right here. While you're doing your weekend chores, while you're relaxing, while you kick it back, you can kick back with me, the Grease Man, at 1160 WMET.
We continue now with Catch Me If You Can on World Radio WMET 1160 and online at WMET1160.com. Here again are your hosts, Janine Driver and Ritchie Olivieri.
Hello, people. How are you today, Mr. Ritchie?
Welcome back. Having a great time today.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
It's gorgeous out too, ain't it?
It is gorgeous. I went to the Cherry Blossom Festival here in D.C.
Oh, how was that? I
Ritchie.
haven't gotten down there yet. My allergies would not allow me to go down there.
Traffic was insane.
I can imagine.
Yeah, we went to 4. My family's in town from Boston. My sister Kayleen and Mike. I'll give a little shout out, and little Deirdre. She's 5. And we had a park way down in Chinatown because about 5 garages along the way were all booked. Totally sold out. And actually, that's a good little date thing to do if you're wondering, what can I do today? You know,
right,
get out there.
Blossoms, yeah.
Even if you don't have a date, go down there and tons of women and men were sitting there reading books and, doing all kinds of stuff by themselves.
It's a place to be. Everybody's in town. All the out-of-towners are here. There's a lot of people to meet.
It's good. It's good stuff. Hey, today we're about to talk with personality expert Wanda Pease. We're talking about personalities. Do opposites attract? Are personalities, are they all that important? I mean, does it really matter if I like to plan my schedule 6 weeks in advance, or I like to
Are you
do
like
things?
that? Do you like to do that?
I'm opposite. I'm like, plans freak me out. So I can't wait to talk to
I'm
Wanda
the same.
Pease.
I'm the same way. It's like, I don't want to know nothing. I just want to...
Ritchie, I drove across country, and no lie, for 3,000 miles, right from Boston over to Seattle, and we did not have one hotel planned along the way.
No.
Because, you know what, maybe I want to go on the highway, maybe I want to go on a side road, who knows, maybe I'll end up in the Grand Canyon. I don't know.
Fly by the seat of your pants, that's
right? My type of thing. So does it mean like I would not be compatible with a scheduled person, like someone who needs a lot of... And I've dated those people, because a lot of attorneys, and maybe this is a stereotype, we'll have to ask the expert, but a lot of attorneys kind of seem like they want things planned out, and they're very detail-oriented, and
you find in the past that you're not compatible with a guy like
that,
right?
I'm not. I'm always late, so I'm always kind of disappointing them and letting them down, and they're like, ugh. But anyway, we're going to see if my personality is...
we're going to figure you out today.
Am I abnormal, or are there other people like me out there? We'll chat about that. In the meantime, we've got my favorite segment of the show, which is He Said, She Said, people. Oh, yeah, He Said, She Said. It's our comedy caller-ins. And caller-ins?
Dueling comedians, if you will,
It is a
right?
dueling comedian, yes, it is.
East Coast, West Coast.
And we're going to start off with our West Coast comedian. He said, she said. We're going to get Paul Currington out of Seattle, Washington, giving us a call here today to chat about personalities. Do they matter? What's his take? Paul, what's your take?
Janine, how's it going?
Good. You've got 2 minutes, buddy. Bring it
All right,
on.
so yeah, I've taken these personality tests, all right? I took one last year. I signed up for this internet dating, and they make you take this endless personality test, right? It takes forever. It's like doing your taxes, except you hope you get screwed. And then at the end of it, they tell you who you are, and it turns out I am a thinker-feeler.
Thinker feeler.
Like, yeah, of course I'm a thinker feeler. I'm not a retarded sociopath. I think and I feel. How unusual. And then, like you, they give you this list of famous people that you share personality traits with. Well, this dating service said I share personality traits with Billy Graham, Eleanor Roosevelt. There's a collection of players, huh?
Yeah,
that's definitely my desert island 3. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want to dance the night away with Gandhi? Hey, honey, want to go out for a hunger strike later on? So then, like, if you take these tests and you take them on 2 different days, you get 2 different results. Like, I asked my ex-girlfriend to take this test, and, like, the first time she took it, it was fine, normal results. I asked her, like, a week later, completely different results, man. Her list of famous people, totally different. Now it's like Son of Sam, Lee Harvey Oswald, Sirhan Sirhan, the Olsen twins, completely different person. And then, like, listen, if you want to find out what your partner's really like, you're going to find out the same way we always find out, right? One day you're going to wake up with a knife in the back, covered in blood, duct tape in the back of a Ford Festiva, and you're going to be saying to yourself, I don't think this guy's a thinker-feeler.
That's
it for me, Janine.
What a great tie back. Paul Currington out of Seattle. We're so happy that you called in today. Thank you so much for being here. We can't wait to talk to you next week. They have to tell me to simmer down over here. My laugh was too overpowering. You were cracking us up.
And you had time to spare, too, as I hear the buzzer just going off.
You did. We look forward to hearing you again next week, Paul. Thanks for your comedy.
Paul, well done.
And now, Terry Moore, are you there from New York City?
Yes, I am.
Terry
How
Moore?
you doing there, you guys?
Good. She's our East Coast comedian correspondent. Terry Moore out in New York. How's New York today?
Well, it's overcast, and, you know, the sun went back in, keeps popping out, just like, you know, any relationship.
well, as you know, you've got 2 minutes, sister, to bring it on. What do you think about personalities?
Well, I think personalities are interesting, and I do think, like, I took this personality test as well. But the woman that kind of scored my answers, she was from Washington, and I was living in New York, so I had to mail them to her. So I'm not really sure if they're accurate or she just made it up.
Yeah.
But I'm supposedly for the Myers-Briggs. It's the IFTP. IFTP, and she didn't really explain to me, so I took it upon myself to create my own answer, which I feel is like probably introverted, funny, talented person. You know, so that's how I live my life in that way, thinking that I'm the IFTP Myers-Briggs person. And, you know, with personalities and dating, I think it really is the thing that will let you know how long you're going to be with the person. Because if you can't get along with each other, then forget it. Like, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to make things better. And talk about personalities. My fiance's ex-girlfriend called him this morning.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
And she was very upset because she was on the road and she was crying and she's having problems with her boyfriend. And, like, we haven't heard from her for over a year and a half, and she just happened to call. And I'm like, hey, she's probably wondering about her engagement. You should tell her about the engagement. And I'm like, Jesus, thank God we didn't, because here she is crying about she has no friends and her boyfriend's breaking up with her. So talk about that personality, okay? It takes a tough personality to call your ex-boyfriend and say, hey, my life's falling apart, and I haven't talked to you for a year and a half. And tell your girlfriend
I don't think she's an IFTP.
Well, the poor thing, I did feel sorry for her because she said to me, she's like, I'm so sorry. You probably think I'm a jerk for doing that. I'm like, I don't care. You know, like, she was upset, but I don't know. I just like that's a personality, right?
Ladies
I don't
and
know what it is,
gentlemen.
but my God, maybe that's when your life is kind of looking like you wanted to. Who knows? But
Terry
I'm
Moore, our
glad
New
I'm
York
an
comedian.
IFTP.
You have been buzzed. You have met your 2 minute increments here, and we're so happy you were
I need
here.
5 minutes. How do I get 5 minutes next week? How do I get 5 minutes?
Our introverted, funny, talented person, IFTP, Miss Terry Moore. We look forward to hearing from you next week. You are all listening to Catch Me If You Can, the dating show that cuts to the chase. To find out more information about our show, you can visit our website at www.trytocatchme.com. Oh yeah, if you want to get to me, you got to try to catch me at trytocatchme.com. Thank you, Terry, for calling in.
Rapid fire comedians there, right?
Yeah,
that was incredible. I mean, what more do you get out of the show? I mean, you get to learn something, you get to laugh, and they were hilarious too. Paul is a pisser.
Yeah.
No, he is good. He's hilarious. I almost spit soda out of my nose listening to.
And Terry was great too. I'm going to stick up with the ladies.
All right,
Terry,
well, you do that.
Terry's
I'll
like
stay
really
with the
bringing
dude.
it home there. I thought it was cute with her little her analysis of IFTP. Maybe Wanda Pease, maybe our expert, will be able to share that with us. Personality expert Wanda Pease is sitting right to my left. Everybody. Oh yeah. Hi Wanda. How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Good. I feel like a Saturday Night Live episode or something. You know, it's like, hi Wanda. How are you? Wow, radio is fun. So I'm glad that you're here, Wanda. So share with us. Do you have any insight? Earlier we were talking about, by the way, dogs, right? That women want or men want what we want in a dog. That we have similar personality disorders.
Well, Janine, I'm not in the business of dogs, but I have dated a few.
The comedy continues.
It's all day comedy.
Yeah, but those a lot of those characteristics you mentioned that people want in dogs: sociability, playfulness, confidence. I think we all want that in a mate.
I'd agree. Now, what about this IFTP that Terry Moore was? Does it really stand for?
It's actually IS as in Sam.
Oh,
T
S
as in Tom.
Oh, S.
P.
Okay, so she was totally diagnosed incorrectly.
ISTP.
They even gave her the wrong letters.
Yeah, people have a hard time remembering those letters sometimes.
So that's so funny. So there's no funny. You basically took the F out of the whole thing. So
I did. Yeah, she has no F.
Hopefully she's not listening in. We have maybe this is what made her go into stand-up comedy. What do we know? And all of a sudden there's no F in the funny. Now, what is Myers-Briggs, Wanda? Tell me a little bit about the concepts behind Myers-Briggs.
Okay, just to be quick, I won't take too long. And there's lots of books and websites out there if people want more information. Myers-Briggs was created by Isabel Briggs Myers back in World War II, and it's based on Carl Jung's writings on personality type. They created the instrument because all of the men were going to war and women needed to get into the workforce. So they created the instrument to help women better self-select a more fulfilling job.
And did it work?
It did work.
It did.
It's been around for 50 years.
But and maybe you don't know this. How do they go about creating an instrument like this? Did they...
Well, Isabel Briggs Myers was a fairly brilliant woman, but she just took the concepts that Carl Jung talked about and created the whole dichotomy structure with the 8 preferences.
Okay, and now, so 8 preferences, but I'm 4 because I know I'm an ENFP, so how does that work?
Right, there's 93 questions, and it's forced choice. So you are forced to select one or the other. And so 4 dichotomies, 2 preferences on each. That's 8 preferences.
Okay.
And there are 16 different 4-letter combinations.
Okay. And then well, basically what I want to know is how can I use these 4 dichotomy? Are you going to talk about all 4 today? Is there something that's more important with dating?
I'm going to talk about 2 dichotomies. There are 2 that are a little bit easier to observe, and they present themselves a little bit more readily in behavior. One of them is the dichotomy that focuses on how people gain energy, and the other one is how they create their lifestyle. So, dig in. So now, have you ever taken Myers-Briggs, Ritchie?
Have I ever taken
Have you ever taken Myers-Briggs, personality type indicator?
No, I didn't.
An intern, sexy hot intern?
I did take it, but I don't remember my score.
Yeah,
people have a hard
I've taken
time
a bunch of
remembering their
personality
letters.
tests, online and stuff, and how much stock do you put in something like that? Because I know a lot of times in Vogue and Cosmopolitan, you'll see that kind of thing.
Well, Myers-Briggs does not want to be compared to the Vogue personality.
That would be an insult to her.
Yeah,
right?
That would be an insult. Yeah.
So what are the 2?
It's the most. Just to give it a little bit of credit as an instrument, it's the most widely used and the most researched and the longest
held instrument out there. So it does have 50 years of research and validity testing behind it. So
Okay, great. Now, you said these, which is a great question, by the way, Richie. I'm glad you asked it because, you take these little quick quizzes.
They fly
online.
off the shelf when you see them in the stores,
All right, so what are the two? So you said this energy. What's that? Because I'm an extrovert. So is that what you're talking about, extrovert versus introvert?
Yes, and we don't want to get hung up on the words. The two words that go with this dichotomy are extroverted and introverted. This is not gregarious and shy.
Okay.
This is people that prefer to gain energy in the external world versus the internal world. So, for instance, Janine, as an extrovert, you might tend to go to a party with a big group of people. A person with a preference for introversion might go home and read a book and prefer to take a hot tub.
Okay, got it. So I definitely am extroverted. I like that fun, getting out there.
And that's it. Plenty more to come. We are talking to Wanda Pease, personality expert. I am Ritchie Olivieri, along with Janine Driver. You are listening to Catch Me If You Can, the dating show that cuts to the chase. Give us a call, 866-369-1160, and catch us on the web at WMET1160.com. Catch you after the break.
We'll be back.
Now you can do a better job identifying investment opportunities when you subscribe to Barron's, the Dow Jones Business and Financial Weekly. No one looks at the market with a more insightful eye than Barron's, offering timely coverage of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. In each weekly issue, Barron's brings you everything the independent investor needs to stay informed. And now, when you subscribe to Barron's for 13 weeks for only $39, you'll receive with your paid subscription the Barron's Stock Evaluator free. With the Stock Evaluator's unique rating system, along with your computer and the information you find in Barron's, you'll be better able to evaluate your own buy, sell, or hold decisions. Call now. Get 13 weeks of Barron's and the Stock Evaluator for only $39. This offer is available to new subscribers in the continental U.S.
Call now in the continental United States, 800-228-6333. That's 800-228-6333 for Barron's. It's how money becomes wealth.
The government is giving away free money to quit your job. Sounds too good to be true? Well, it's not. I'm Matthew Lesko, and I've written over 100 books on government grants. And I personally know that there are thousands of government programs that help people like you quit their jobs and do what they always dreamed of. My book shows you 15,000 government money programs where you could get $100,000 to start your own business, $50,000 to get a degree, $30,000 to become a nurse, $8,000 to train in computers, or $30,000 to travel overseas, work on your invention, or write a novel. These programs are hidden away all over government, federal, state, and local offices. You may think I'm just a huckster selling books, and you may be right. But the truth is, these programs really exist, and you're paying for them whether you use them or not.
Call 1-800-641-8383. That's 1-800-641-8383. Call it now. You have Lesko's personal guarantee of satisfaction, or return the book, no questions asked. 1-800-641-8383.
There's a distinction between religion and the true Christian faith. Many non-believers know who Christ is, including religious churchgoers. But this must be contrasted with those who truly accept Christ as Lord of their lives and who submit to His teachings. Hi, this is Lon Solomon, pastor of McLean Bible Church, and these words were written by Alan Wolfe in an article in the Wall Street Weekend Journal. You know, my Jewish mom agreed with Alan Wolfe. There's a difference between Christians and real Christians, she used to say. Now, interestingly, Jesus agrees with both my mom and Mr. Wolfe. He said in the Bible, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but rather those who embrace me as their personal Savior and surrender their lives to me." So to put it in my mom's words, are you a Christian or are you a real Christian? Not a sermon, just a thought.
Hear Lon Solomon every Sunday morning at 9 on WMET 1160. Welcome back to Catch Me If You Can on World Radio WMET 1160 and online at WMET1160.com. Here once again are your hosts, Janine Driver and Ritchie Olivieri.
I am Janine Driver.
And that would make me Ritchie Olivieri.
That would, and our sexy hot intern, Liat.
I'm here.
Yes, thank God. Where would we be without you, my friend? We'd be all married and all. Well, you're not married actually yet, Ritchie.
I'm not, no.
When are you going to get on that?
All right.
Take your time. Take your time.
We're talking a lot of peas.
We are talking about personality expert.
Marriage is not
Wanda
in the
Pease.
plans yet.
He's putting the TikTok on you there. Time is ticking for you.
That's going to be ticking quite a while.
Hey,
I'll
well,
tell you that.
maybe after Wanda finishes her tips, you'll be buying yourself a rock for the lady.
Unlikely.
Oh, really?
Very
Okay.
unlikely. Well, it's hard. I mean, she lives in New Jersey. I live here in Washington.
Yeah, get
you know
over
what I
it.
mean?
Life is hard. Okay, you make it work.
I'm already over it.
Okay, back to our guest. You're listening to Catch Me If You Can, the dating show that cuts to the chase. If you want to find out more about our show, you can visit www.trytocatchme.com. And let me just plug the site for a little bit. It is phenomenal. We have a special game on there where people can win a trip to Vegas or Orlando.
Ooh.
It's this double dating destination.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we've got the 38 hot spots to go in D.C. and Virginia. And also, we're going to publish a piece of the interview today with Wanda on some questions and answers on personalities.
What are some of the hot spots?
How can we
I know
do
there's
it?
38.
Oh, well, one is the Hotel Washington at the rooftop of the Hotel
Beautiful.
Washington.
I did a show up there last year with one of our garden shows. It's gorgeous.
It overlooks
up
the
there.
White House,
Yes,
Ritchie.
it
One of the
does.
only places. The prices are reasonable. It's great for cocktails. I mean, it's great. I don't care what your personality is. You're going to like the top of the Hotel Washington. So that's just one of many. Visit the website, www.trytocatchme.com. You want to try to catch someone special this month? You better trytocatchme.com to find out some tips. We are talking to Wanda Pease. And Wanda, before I get back to you, I want to plug, we've got a huge game coming up after our next break, and it's called Hollywood Hookups, Ritchie. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. It's a lot of fun, and anybody can play. You just get on the phone, 866-369. We're going to actually open the phones now at 866-369-1160. Line them up and let's play.
Yeah, that's Who's Hooking Up in Hollywood, Leah. You might get to play, too.
I'm terrible at it, too. It's a good thing I'm not playing.
I know, all of us are.
God,
it's
I'm
terrible.
awful.
That's why we
my
need to do
knowledge
it.
of pop culture is just abysmal.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston. You know I'm going to bring her up at every show. I'm a Jennifer Aniston fan.
I think you have something for her.
Yeah, Jennifer, if you're listening, you want to play the game. Maybe you know who's actually hooking up with who. 866-369-1160. Give us a call, Jennifer. All right, back to Wanda Pease, personality expert. Wanda, earlier before the break, you were talking about this extroverted, introverted. You're a personality expert. You talk about Myers-Briggs, and it's this indicator. Now, I get the difference. So an introvert, let me get this right. An introvert is not necessarily someone who's shy.
Correct.
They just get their batteries recharged internally by doing something more
Absolutely
quiet.
true. Yep.
An extrovert gets their energy. I could be exhausted at the end of the work, at the end of the day, have no energy, go to a party, and at 2 a.m, I'm
Wound up.
energized.
Yep.
All right, got it. So who cares? Why do I want to know this on a dating show? Like, how can this help us on a date?
Well, Janine, this can play out a couple ways on a date. For instance, you might have stumbled across this on a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
As an extrovert, we tend to like to fill dead space. So if there's any silence, we're going to keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do to your date? Doesn't give them much opportunity to chat. And if they have a preference for introversion, they're going to not chat. So
Right.
you're going to be talking the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Which does happen.
Yeah,
Hence radio.
it's hard to have that fine line of not, talking too much during a date, and allowing. I'm a talker.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna listen to what you say. If we're
Yes.
sitting across having dinner, you know what? You might as well not even be there because I could just monologue through the whole appetizer course. I don't even need you
I'd
there.
like to see you two on a date.
Oh, would you like to see that?
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
The two of us fighting for airtime.
That's so fun. Well, I keep saying we ought to go out for drinks, the whole team, Leah, the
Could you
intern,
imagine?
and us, and see how it all goes.
Well, here's a tip for you, Ritchie, as an extrovert. I tend to fill dead space as well. So count to 4 seconds in between each statement.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a good thing to run through your head, the acronym WAIT.
Okay.
Why am I talking? So
Why?
just remember
So wait, WAIT. Why am I talking? Yeah, I think my mother says that to me all the time. Except it's why are you talking? You never shut up. There's a song out there. It's all about me. It's all about that country song. Yeah, I'm not a singer.
No.
Okay, again, talk radio. I think I'm reprimanded on my singing one too many times. Okay, wait. Why am I talking? So
Yeah.
if I just spell that out in my head before I speak.
Be really mindful of your date and allowing them time to speak. And if you're an introvert, if you prefer introversion, look for those opportunities where you can, when they're taking a sip, bite of food,
Okay.
And definitely put yourself out there.
All right, so introverts need to kind of chime in when they can, which they never have an opportunity in my household because even though you're eating, there's someone else that's always yakking.
Your husband probably hasn't said a word in 10 years, right?
Yeah, no. As a matter of fact, my sister's in town visiting from Boston. Hey, Kayleen, if you're listening, and she said, "Where's your husband this weekend?" And I go, "I have no idea. I forgot to ask him. I was so focused on me and the show." She goes, "I don't know." And she goes, "You don't even know what state he's in?" I go, "No, I called him. Evidently, my husband."
forget his name from time to time. What are you kidding me?
He's in Iowa, people. So anyone in Iowa, say hi to Leif Larson out there. And
just as a note of interest, he's an introvert.
Is he an introvert? See, so that's why. Now, does that make us compatible? Because
it's true in the Myers-Briggs world, Janine. The opposites do attract.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
All right. So now,
this is the challenge.
Now, you said earlier in the segment, for those of you who haven't just tuned in, you're listening to Catch Me If You Can, the dating show that cuts to the chase. We have a big contest coming up on who's hooking up with who in Hollywood at 866-369-1160. Give us a call, 866-369-1160. Wanda P's personality expert here, talking about a personality is important on a date. Wanda, earlier in the segment, you had chatted about you were going to share 2 different things with us. So one was extrovert, introvert. What's the other one?
The other one is lifestyle, and there are 2 preferences around lifestyle. One is more structured, and one is more flexible. And if you've been listening in, Ritchie falls into the flexible category.
Okay, and I'm
flexible
too.
Oh yeah, I'm real flexible. I'm like a gymnast. I'm so flexible.
Yeah, Janine is flexible as well. And the words that go with this dichotomy is judging and perceiving, and you don't want to get hung up on those terms either, because being a judger does not mean you are judgmental.
Okay.
Just means you prefer a more structured and planned lifestyle environment.
Okay, yeah, and those are the people I talked about earlier that I don't get along. Now, do those people tend to be attorneys? Like, do these indicators kind of direct you what career you'll end up in because of these, different aspects?
Yeah, I mean, it's used a lot in career development because, certain types are drawn towards certain professions, absolutely.
So would these people, like you're talking, what are they, judgers?
Yeah, the structure. They prefer structure.
Will they be
accountants.
Lawyers? Accountants, okay.
Accountants.
Engineers? Because precision, I would think, is
well, it
important.
depends on what field they're in.
Okay, so we're perceivers then, P's.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes, so perceivers. Flexible, open-ended.
Okay, and who cares? On a date, how does that affect us? I don't mean to be nasty about it, but, I want to say, like, how does that care?
Right.
Well, Rich, this is actually probably more important than the last one. Richie made a comment earlier, you women who want to know that why men make plans at the last minute.
Yeah.
Well, Janine falls under this category, too.
Okay.
It's not just men.
All right.
It's really it's a preference for perceiving. So if you're a perceiver and you like to go, fly by the seat of your pants, as you said, Richie, and you're attracted to someone with a more structured preference, you're going to want to have a plan when you call, a very well organized plan. And
well, why do you think I would be? Why do you think I'm like that? Like, why do you think I don't like to plan? Why I just like to just get up and go? Is there a particular reason why I'm like that?
Yeah,
people like me or like that?
Yeah, we ask. There's one of our exercises that we do with judges and perceivers, and we ask them why they prefer structure over flexibility, or why they prefer flexibility over structure, and their answer is the same. They don't want to miss out on anything. So someone who prefers, a more structured environment plans everything to the hilt because they don't want to miss anything. And the people who prefer flexibility and go with the flow, if something comes up.
It seems like such a simple answer that she just said, but that's true.
Right.
She's absolutely right.
Yeah, but what is it? So on a date, if people like Ritchie and I, we're going on a date with someone that's opposite of us, so basically you're saying we should make plans so we can kind of accommodate to those people.
It's always good to have a plan. I think people in general like decisive, confident people. So when you're calling to ask somebody out on a date, it's always good to have like a place in mind, a time to meet.
Okay, so that's the style of behavior that's most suitable for a first date, because our sexy hot intern Liat is obviously not only sexy and hot but single. So we want to find out some tips for her on a first date. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think just starting off the bat with a structured approach, with a plan, with a place and a time is always a good first step for everybody. You can, once you get out on that date, if you're getting the feeling that this person prefers flexibility too, you can say, hey, you want to take a walk and check out the options on the street, see what kind of restaurants are out there.
Now, does it matter that I'm the woman? Because sometimes I just automatically wait for the man to be the more confident, picking out the places.
That gets into gender issues.
Okay.
More so than personality.
That's another show.
That's another show.
Question, Liat. Oh, yeah, very smart. Now,
and as a man, I'm the one. I like to take charge. When I do decide to plan something.
You do?
Absolutely.
Now,
absolutely. I'm old school like that.
You had asked me a question a long time ago. What is a crowded room, or what's that question?
Yeah, this is a great question.
Ask that to all of us here today.
Well, this gets back to the first dichotomy around energy. We did an exercise with extroverts and introverts, and the question is, what do you consider a large group of people?
Shut it out.
2.
10.
Large group of people? 10? Really? I would say about 6,000.
That's a large group of people?
Yeah, what would you say? Seriously, Ritchie.
A room full is a little too crowded for me.
A room full?
Yeah.
Like a
medium-sized
room
full, yeah.
Okay, all right. So
my favorite answer was from an extroverted friend. She said 10 people over the fire code limit.
Right. That's funny. That's funny. The comedy is back, people. You were like, where are the jokes? There they are. All right. So now Leah said 10 people. So she's maybe an introvert.
Yeah, people who prefer introversion are usually 10 and under. People who prefer extroversion go up to thousands.
Personality expert Wanda Pease. Very nice job today. Thank you very
Richie.
much.
Thanks for
Don't forget,
being
coming
here.
up next, who's coming up with who? Who's hooking up with who in Hollywood? Win 30 minutes. I'm screwing this all up. We'll
be back.
We
Catch
will
me
be
if
right
you can.
back.
The dating show that cuts to the chase. Come on back.
It's a jungle out there with a lot of lion going on.
I'm Janine Driver, the lion tamer. My seminar teaches you to observe body language to ferret out the lies. For instance, a customer may say,
I'll get back to you the moment I get into the office tomorrow.
if you observe his body language, you'll know he's really saying,
I'll get back to you when the first pig is seen flying.
Your ears may hear,
Call me this afternoon to make an appointment.
but your eyes may hear.
This afternoon I'll be on a jet to Pango. Let the lion tamer teach your employees how to survive all the lion that goes on in the jungle. This is a fun, fast-paced training experience that Tony Snow from Fox News calls a force of nature. Jay Schulman from Builder's First Choice says the lion tamer is better than American Idol. Increase sales, motivate your employees, and learn skills you can use in business and your private life.
You're the kind of woman I'd like to get to know better. You're the kind of chick I'd like to take to a motel for a few hours.
Visit online at liontamer.com. That's LYIN tamer.com.
I'll show you how to tame that lion.
Hi, you've reached the Johnsons. We're not available to take your call. If you're calling about the apartment for rent, please leave your name and number after the beep, and someone will get back to you.
Hi, my name is Sanjay Rana. I would like to make an appointment to see the apartment.
Oh, hi, this is Robin DiPaola, and I'm calling about the apartment. Please give me a call back at 2...
Hi, hello. This is Rafael Paredes. Please call me back at 718.
This is Jeannie Chu. I'd like to talk to you about the apartment. If you can please call me back.
Hello, my name's Clayton Anderson. I'm calling about the ad in the Sunday paper.
Oh, hello. This is Mrs. Johnson. You must be calling about the apartment.
I am. Is it still available?
Well, you're the first person to call about it. Are you available?
Housing discrimination of all kinds is illegal in the U.S. If you think you've been a victim because of your race, color, national origin, sex, religion, disability, or family status, call 800-669-9777 or visit fairhousinglaw.org. Fair housing. It's not an option, it's the law. Brought to you by HUD, the Ad Council, and LCCREF.
1160 WMET.
Everybody involved knows the stakes.
Woke up this morning, gonna grab yourself some fun.
I make myself clear?
Mama always said that he was a bulky one.
Oh, really?
He's one in a million, you've got to rise and shine.
Yeah, I know, I heard.
Two dads are swaying fine, and got a speckling in your eyes.
Yeah, that.
Woke up this morning, wondering what his dad has done.
Just tell me.
His papa always told him how to find ugly women.
Oh, that's sweet.
But you're waking up, baby, and the grease is feeling fine.
You need help, you know that?
And like in Deliverance, gonna squeal just like a swine.
You hear me?
Woke up this morning with a grease man and a specklet in your eye. Woke up this morning.
1160 WMET.
Grab yourself some fun.
Did you hear what I said?
We're back with Catch Me If You Can, the dating show that cuts to the chase on World Radio WMET 1160 and online at WMET1160.com. Here again are your hosts, Janine Driver and Ritchie Olivieri.
Hello, Ritchie.
Final segment. Boy, it goes quick, no?
I know it does, and I've enjoyed spending my time with you here today. This has been a lot of fun.
Sounds like the phones are ringing, huh?
Cherry blossom season for you guys out there. Maybe we're actually being played out on the cherry blossom, out on the lawn.
I would think the whole city of Washington is tuned into Ritchie Olivieri and Janine Driver.
Yeah, on WMET 1160.
You could also listen online, too, at WMET1160.com, so you don't have to be in front of a radio.
Yeah, live. Actually, I've got people listening from Boston and Canada listening.
Yeah, we had a caller last week from Canada.
We did have a caller last week from last week. from last week. We had a caller, ADD. Anybody? How about me?
Didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did.
You know what?
From
Maybe I'm thinking of another show.
No, Victoria, Canada. You're funny.
See?
Hey, we've got all kinds of information on our website if you want to check it out. We've got a blog, by the way, that's really phenomenal. It talks about like the X Factor. Do you keep kind of going back to these exes? I don't know. I used to.
do.
Before I was married. Did you?
I
Like
do.
the on again,
I
off
start
again?
dating a girl, or we start getting intimate and stuff. We don't get rid of each other.
Really?
Years, 15, 16 years sometimes. They
You're
hang
that
around.
good, huh?
Really?
Hey, listen, I don't want to brag,
Flexible. Leah cuts to the punch there. That's wow. This is the dating show that cuts to the chase, as you know. It's Catch Me If You Can. Right now, as you know, we're going to talk to. We're going to play our game.
Yeah, who's hooking up with who in Hollywood?
Who's hooking up with who in Hollywood, people?
Who in Hollywood?
All right. Do we have a caller on the line?
Webster, we have.
Bring
Webster.
it on. Hello? Webster?
Hello?
Hi, Webster?
Yes, I would like to play the game.
You would like to play that game?
Webster, where are you from?
I'm from Nova Scotia.
Okay.
Nova Scotia, Canada. Wow.
I'm proud to be listening to you from way up here in the Great White North.
Really? Nova Scotia's, my mom's from Nova Scotia, actually.
Well, actually, I'm lying. I'm from Maryland.
Okay.
I just thought it would be a trickery because you said you're on Canada, and, I just wanted to... All right, I'm a jerk. I'm sorry.
Right.
Comedy flying all over the place there, Webster.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
It's okay. Well, Webster, is that your real name, or is that a joke, too?
No, I swear to God, that's my real name.
Really? Well, that's something, isn't it? All right. So
It's a
Webster,
great name if you're a dictionary.
Oh.
What did you call me?
Go ahead.
I'm sure you've never heard that before, Webster, right?
Actually, that was pretty original, and it actually made me a little happy. And I actually said 4 times in one sentence.
Wow, actually, that's a good point. All right, so you are listening to Catch Me If You Can. We're talking about with Webster, and it's who's hooking up with who in Hollywood. Here we go, okay? You have to guess who is dating Zach Braff. I don't know if you know Zach Braff, but he's in Scrubs. He's kind of like the squirrely little guy in Scrubs. I like him. Zach Braff, is he dating A, Mandy Moore, B, Jennifer Aniston, C, Felicity Huffman, or D, Sandra Bullock?
Well, you put a certain emphasis on C when you said the letter C. So I don't know if you're trying to throw me off on that, or if that's just your subconscious revealing the answer.
Yeah, just.
I'm gonna go with C.
Wrong. It was Mandy Moore. But you know what? I hope you call in every week. You're entertaining
What was that
me.
sound supposed to represent?
You losing so far?
Oh, okay, I thought it had to do with I was running out.
Yeah, so far not so good is what that is. All right.
All right, fine.
All right, here we go. So next is Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
Matthew McConaughey. All right, he actually was in a fraternity, just a shout out there, with a friend of mine, Nick Colucci, and they were in the same fraternity together years ago.
What school?
Some Houston school out in Texas.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, that one. University of Houston, I guess. I don't know.
Perhaps, why not?
Someone will have to Google it up and see where he went to school. But anyway, he was a ladies' man even back then. So the question, Webster, is Mr. Matthew McConaughey, is he dating A, Penelope Cruz, B, Julia Stiles, C, Mandy Moore, or D, Jennifer Aniston?
You're so hard to read. This is very difficult. You should play poker.
You can do it.
I'm going to say, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, and it's just because I saw a girl that looked exactly like her in the sub shop I just went to, Julia Stiles.
Wrong. Again.
I'm not good at this at all.
Don't be sad, Webster.
You have to catch up.
Don't be sad. You're doing good.
sound.
Eventually you can rule it out. Actually, I'm going to ask the intern to give you a hand on this one so you can ask for her feedback, okay?
I don't know how much better I'd be.
Are you ready
I'm ready.
to help him out? All right. Next is Johnny Depp. You know who Johnny Depp is. Everybody knows.
I know who Johnny Depp is.
Edward Scissorhands.
Simmer down, intern. All right, Johnny Depp, hot sexy. All right, is he dating A, Vanessa Paradis, B, Julia Stiles, C, Jennifer Aniston, or D, Felicity Huffman?
Or E, Mandy Moore.
I'm going to go with the last one, Felicity Huffman.
All right. And
Final
Webster?
answer?
Webster, you want to go with that one?
I want to go with, I want to agree with her because perhaps we'll do a date.
Ooh, delish. We might get this is a dating game, too. All right. No, you're both wrong. You're both wrong.
Oh, no.
Wrong. Sorry. It is wrong. It's, What was the question? Where was I? Oh, my goodness.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Oh, my goodness. ADD. No, Vanessa Paradise. Vanessa Paradise. And they've been together for some time, actually. They have a little child together, a little girl. And that's why Johnny Depp made that movie, the one with the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right, and thank God for that.
I like that one. I've seen it like 10 times.
We'll agree to disagree.
Webster, although you did not win today, we're happy that you called in to Catch Me If You Can. And what I'm going to do as a backup prize is you're going to get one free life coaching session with me, the Lion Tamer. I'm a life coach. I'm going to help you with your dating life. You get a 30-minute phone call over the phone, and we're going to help you out. We're going to get you out there. What do you think?
Oh, that sounds very cool, actually. I get to talk to you personally one-on-one.
You do. You get to talk to Janine Driver, the host of Catch Me If You Can. We're going to shoot you over to our office here, Matt, and he'll get your name and number, and we'll shout out and get you this prize to you as soon as possible. We'll set something up.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate it.
Thanks for calling, Webster. We're glad you're listening to Catch Me If You Can, the dating show that cuts to the chase. If you want to give us a call, the number is 1-866-369-1160. Or to find out more about the show, it's trytocatchmeifyoucan.com. Trytocatchmeifyoucan.com. We've got all kinds of fun stuff there. We are talking today about personalities. If you're just tuning in,
Webster sure had a personality there, didn't he?
He did. He was actually
from
a hot
Nova
ticket.
Scotia, Maryland.
I thought it was funny. And I'm the Lion Tamer. He's like snowballing me there. I thought it was.
And he should. This being, April
It's
Fool's
fun.
Day and all. He made. See,
I
see, you did
forgot.
not even think of that.
Then we should have said our guest was like Howard Stern or something. We should have like really kicked it up a notch. But
Right.
then I didn't want them to be disappointed because our guest has been extraordinary today. Wanda Peace, who's decided to stick around in case anyone has any calls. You want to talk to a personality expert. She will be here. Our number is 866-369-1160. 866-369-1160. But what I want to do right now is, Ritchie, if you don't mind, I want to go back to this whole dog thing that I kind of started off with in the beginning. I don't know if it's because I have a dog or what, but in the beginning of the show, I talked about sociability and cooperativeness and confidence. These are all things that dogs have, and human beings are looking for them in people. Okay? So I want to ask you guys this. Here's some negative stuff that we don't want with dogs, and I want you, Leah and Ritchie, to tell me if this is the same for dating. Okay?
All right.
Selfishness and aggressiveness.
Of course not.
Okay, we don't want that in human beings, right? Impulsiveness.
I could be a little impulsive. I don't think there's anything wrong with being impulsive at times.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
So I'm an impulsive person. So
I mean, the degree of him, being impulsive, also, you got to take that into account.
Right. Now, what about separation anxiety? My cousin,
that's annoying. That you mean like
Yes.
when I go out with my friends, she's going to be calling my cell phone every 5 minutes. I could do without that.
Right. Well, my cousin actually had a dog that if he left, the dog jumped through, not a lie, twice, the main window, like the big huge bay window in the living room. Dog jumped through.
My girlfriend does that.
That's funny, but no, seriously, I don't like people who have separation anxiety.
No.
It's irritating.
Give me the attention when I'm there, when I'm out.
Yeah, back
Leave me
off.
alone. Leave me alone.
I just told you earlier that I don't even know where my husband is. He's out of town for the last 5 days. Talk about no separation anxiety. Oh, that's terrible. All right, and what about attention seeking? We don't want that in a dog. I don't know if that's true. I'm okay.
To some extent as well, I guess.
Again, the degrees of being, what was the word you said?
Attention seeking.
Yeah, it depends how much attention. I mean, if you're going to, certain people who just are just natural attention grabbers, that gets to be annoying as well.
Yeah, I don't want to have to constantly validate you.
Right.
That gets irritating. I actually have a female friend of mine that if she goes out on the date and the guy doesn't compliment her, she's got like a number in her head, like this imaginary number, like 16 times, then she'll never go out with him again. She'll be like, you know what? He only said I look hot like 12 times.
Oh, that's not good. It's not healthy.
It's irritating for me, and I'm her friend. I'm like, I don't want to hear this stuff. I wouldn't date you. It's very irritating.
And as a woman, you don't want to hear that every 5 minutes. You want to have real conversation. You don't want to have stuff that's superficial.
No, we want someone playful. We want someone confident. We want someone that is empathetic. And I think that the article was interesting.
Playful's the most important, I think. Though.
You would
I
think.
love to be playful. Yeah, a
Really?
little smack on the butt when you're walking
Ritchie,
out
do you
the
have a
door.
dog?
Giddy on
Do I have a
up.
dog?
Yes.
No, I don't.
His girlfriend's about to buy him one when she dumps him.
My girlfriend does have a dog, though.
She does. Did you smack that dog on the rear end on the way out?
We're still talking about the dog, right? Yes, I do.
Is your girlfriend listening today?
Today she's not. She'll
She's
she'll
not.
download it later.
What's her name?
Rachel.
Rachel. Well, happy smacking with Ritchie when he gets home tonight. Well, actually, she's out in Jersey, so you don't get to see her that much.
I will next week. I'm going home next week.
Oh, good. Well, lucky Rachel. We enjoy having you here on the show, Ritchie. It wouldn't be the same without you, so I'm glad you're my co-host.
Oh, thank you.
See, I'm complimenting you, just in case you need a little
I
extra.
feel like I should walk over there and give you a kiss.
You should, actually. Do you need 17 compliments? How many compliments do I need to give you, Ritchie, to keep you coming back every week?
Just one.
Just one compliment.
Just one.
Well, you're adorable.
I'm very easy to
so
please.
Throw that out there.
Right.
And if I give you more than one, can we put it in a bank account for future ones in case I forget?
No, you can't. You can't save them. I need new compliments each week.
Leah, do you need a certain amount of compliments? Because I do appreciate you being here too.
Only if I deserve it.
Okay. Well, you do deserve it. You're a great intern. You're doing a great job. You're not even getting paid for it, and you just show up every week.
No one knows that.
With a smile on it. Well, they know now, sister. You're single too. And actually, if you want to check out pictures of Ritchie and Leah and myself, the Lion Tamer, you can visit our website at not like nasty pictures. I mean, it's not like
Speak for yourself,
website. But it's www.trytocatchme.com. Trytocatchme.com is the website.
And next week, do looks matter? Get the skinny on all full figures. Catch me if you can next Saturday right here on WMET 1160. If you'd like to figure out what your kissing style is, try our website, trytocatchme.com. I'm Ritchie Olivieri along with Janine Driver.
And if you want to book me for a presentation for an event, I teach sales classes, body language to all kinds of companies. Give me a call, trytocatchme.com.